Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more Amnesia later. Hopefully, speeding through the end. Ow! Jerk bird! My bird is with me, and he's being a dick. I was gonna tell them you were with me. Simmer down, you be jerk. You smell like peanut butter. I gave him peanut butter before. He loves fucking peanut butter. You can't get anywhere near the jar without him freaking the fuck out, so. Anyway, no, you like bit my chin because I'm like talking. Well, yeah, hey, no. The peanut gallery stays quiet. Peanut breath gallery. Anyway, hopefully we're speeding through this bullshit so I can be done with this fast. Because I hate Toma. It's gonna take an hour to get through, but it should take 5 minutes because I'm gonna complain the whole way. But like, I'm sort of motivated to like, I'm like, yeah, we can do this! Barrel through! So let's wrap this fucking shit up. God, I hate Toma. Anyway, yeah, that's everything. So before I tell them, I thought I'd tell you first. God. Oh, that's Toma's mother. Oh, gosh, it sure took you guys long enough to get this far. And besides, Toma, I think you got the order all wrong. Huh? What do you mean the order? I already heard you're living with Spacey. What? How? Where did you hear that? Where did you get that from? We're totally not living together. Hi, Toma's mom! Honey, did you want me? I'm just kidding. I would be that bitch in the background. I heard it from Shin. He's been at your place for the last 2 weeks. Oh, she's been at your place for the last 2 weeks, sorry. Damn it, Shin! That snitch! You know, that's something you should do after you get the approval of her parents. I love how fucking, like, old-fashioned this is. Like I said, I'm about to do that now. Oh! Both we and her parents have been waiting for this moment for a long time. How dare you sneak behind our back like this? What were you waiting for? Isn't it obvious? We've been both looking forward to the day when you'd ask for Spacey's hand. What the hell? Yeah, what the hell? My parents suck in this. I mean, you two have been saying that you're going to get married since you were children. All right, that's fair, Toma's mom. Yeah, maybe when we were in preschool. No, it was in elementary school. Ever since then, both families have been looking forward to this day. I feel like what this is setting me up for. Oh my god, I have an itch in my ear under my microphone here. Sorry. If I got a little far away for a second. So like, could you imagine with the disappointment in my parents and every other fucking route when I fall in love with someone else? No matter how old you got, the two of you both showed no signs of wanting to date. We kept saying how it was taking forever. Forever? I'm only 20. I mean, that's beside the point. What are you guys talking about? Parents always plan their children's future, and here you are jumping the gun and moving in with her? You're such a troublemaker. I feel like his mom's saying this in like a fun way, I don't know. We were sure the two of you would move in together when she went to college, but you two ended up getting separate places. The only reason her parents allowed her to live alone is because you live nearby, remember? I didn't know that. I mean, it's true her parents gave me a spare key when they left the country. Well, they may have given me the key, but it was more like our whole family was supposed to look after her, right? How dare my parents give this psychopath a spare key to my apartment without asking me? I know I'm 19, and so I understand the, like, family friends, like, okay, look out for her. You know, your parents worry. I get it. But, like, I don't think my parents ever did. They were like, please fucking leave. You know, I'm pretty sure my dad celebrated. They kept talking, like, every time they moved. They were just not going to tell any of us the address so none of us could move back in. Because we all did at some point in time in our lives. My oldest sister moved back in at one point with her husband, and their child. And I was living there, and my other sister was also living there because she was on break from, like, college. So she was living at home. Or no, I think she had just graduated college, so she had a job, so she was living at home. So all of us were living in my parents' house. Like, oh my god. I was in high school, so, like, this sucked for me. Have these bitches back. I had a husband and a kid in tow. Fuck my life. My god. And then like my sister and brother-in-law moved out or whatever. I think my other sister did, and I eventually went to college. But then after I left college, I moved back in because, whatever. I went to college and I lived at home. Then I just commuted, and then I went away, but I dropped out, and then so I was living at home, and then I moved in with my ex-husband when we were just dating before we got married, and then I moved back in after I got divorced, and I was living there until I moved here. Well, I lived with my parents for quite a while because I couldn't afford to. They lived in New England. I couldn't afford to live in New England on the salary I was making. Like, holy shit, I'd have had to live in like a really, 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 really unsafe neighborhood. Like, oh hell no. Like, I'd have gotten shot or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, no. So like, yeah. And then I moved down here, and because I could at least afford to live in the South on the salary I was making, and now I make 3 times what I used to make. Almost 3 times what I used to make. My old job though, I had overtime, so I worked a lot of overtime, but like my base salary, okay, not quite, but it's like maybe 2.5 times. I don't know. I still make a hell of a lot more, but I've also been at my job for like 9 years, so, oh my god. It's been 9 years. It'll be 9 years. Holy frick. That's true, because Mr. Neelix, who's sitting with us, when petting with my chin, is going to be 9 years old next month. Actually, by the time you see this, he'll be 9. It's your birthday soon. Oh, you turning into a big boy. Getting so old. Anyway. So, yeah, no, But I don't think... I don't know, that was like a tangent. Anyway. Like, I don't even know how that... Did you really need them to spell it out for you? How could you not figure this out on your own? Read the room! But again, he is a sociopath, so like, I don't like my parents giving him a key. Anyways, as soon as you hang up, you be sure to call her parents and get their approval. I do like his shocked face right now, it's hilarious. It'd be better if you went over there in person, but you know how to make international calls, right? If you went over there in person, that's a really expensive trip. This isn't some friendly chat. This is your future we're talking about here. I don't care if you're on the phone. Bow your head low and ask for her hand in marriage. Make sure they know you're serious. Got it? I feel like his mother's voice has gone off the rails, but whatever. Where's my answer? I have nothing to say since I fully planned on doing that anyway. Oh, is that so? Well, good. As soon as you speak to her parents, you two figure out who's moving where. We'll help out with the moving expenses. I'm not against students getting married, but I think it's best you wait until after you find a job. I never know what can happen. Why don't you take a visit next week? I'll make you some mochi to take home. You send my regards to your girlfriend and to Shin. I do love how it was like, I mean, sure, with Shin and Toma, we've known each other all like for forever, so us getting engaged fast isn't too weird. A little bit, but like, whatever. But like, how are we gonna get engaged to like everyone else that we basically like dated for like a month? You know what I mean? Like, technically, Toma and I just started dating 3 days ago. I mean, this is the fastest. This is faster than The Sims, for God's sakes. Jesus. That was... Were you listening? Yeah, your mom's voice is really loud, as is mine. I guess everyone around us was cheering us on. Can't believe Shin tattled on me. Why would he tell my parents about this? Because he was trying to protect me from your psychopathic tendencies, but his parents are just as delusional as I am. She said that we should figure out who's going to move into whose place. Gosh, I don't believe this. I didn't think your parents would ever allow us to live together while we're students. I love that. They'll never allow us to live together. I'm pretty sure I'm 19 and I can do whatever the hell I want. I mean, I get your parents objecting and being like, I don't think it's a good idea, but being like, you're not allowed. There is a difference to stating your objections. I think you're a little bit too young. Maybe you should think about it. Like, you're being irrational. He's a psychopath. He put you in a cage. Do we need to have you committed? That type of a thing. I get. But like, you're not allowed. We forbid it. I mean, I guess that's why we fell in love with Toma, since, he didn't want us to go home, so he basically forbid us by drugging us and putting us in a cage. Yeah, that makes sense. Now I know what our dad's like. Since, they say you marry someone like one of your parents, so. Gross. Our mother must be held hostage. Runs in the family. I kept holding back because I didn't want to betray your parents' trust, but they were okay with it this whole time. And why were our parents plotting this whole time without us knowing? Ugh, makes no sense. Yeah, you're right, it doesn't. Toma? Damn it. Here I was prepared keeping this all inside, and this is what I get. Seriously, I thought your dad was gonna punch me if I ever brought this up with him. Sorry about my parents. No, sorry about my parents, too. Gosh, what is this? But it makes me happy. They're accepting of our relationship. It makes me sad. My parents hate me. I guess? I had no idea they were in league to set us up together this whole time. Our sure parents got us good. Our sure parents got us good. Just want that to sink in. How do you make that typo? This is not like I just typed the wrong letter and you're getting dyslexic. Because I do that. Everyone does that. But our sure parents... Okay. Anyway, I guess it's about time I called your parents, huh? Right. Please do, and let's get this over with. We'll figure out all the logistics later. The small things about our furniture and whatnot. We can also enjoy going to one another's places for a little while, too. I have a feeling we're going to have the conversation with my parents, and then we're going to have the packing thing, and then we're going to move. We don't need all that. We don't need that. Just wrap up the call and be like, okay, great, and then end. We don't need all these extra details. And tonight we'll tell Shin about all this. My guess is he won't want to hear it, though. Do you think he'll come? He will. Honestly, I think he's looking forward to it. We'll welcome him with open arms and surprise him with all this nonsense. If we have to go through all of these scenes, I'm going to be so mad. Right. Like him talking to our parents. Us talking about moving. Let's tell Shin. Can we not? We said we were going to do it. Let's just imply that we did it and end this. And then do an after credit scene. That's all I'm asking. Spacey, from now on, we don't have to say goodbye to each other anymore. All we'll ever do is send each other off and welcome each other home. We'll wake up together and sleep together every day. Just like you had nightmares of as a child. I really like you, Toma. Yeah, thanks. I'm serious. We can get married when we get older. I can't do high-pitched voices right now. Spacey, I'm about to call your parents. So I want you to be here listening. I'm gonna ask for your hand in marriage. I'll promise to them that I'll make you happy. But after hearing what my mom said, now I feel even more pressure. Number is... Phew. I'll call in another minute. Are you nervous? How can I not be nervous? I'm a wimp. You know this. Yeah, I don't think wimps... Well... I don't think wimp is the word I would use for someone who's such a motherfucking coward that they drug a woman and put her in a cage. The only way to keep her. Just throwing that out there, but... That's right. But I'll be here to cheer you on, Toma. I'll do my best. Also, I can live today and tomorrow with you. Please be the end. Oh, that's actually a cute CG, him looking all nervous. Oh, and the parents, though. She looks like a Muppet. What the shit? I can't believe we have to read this. I'm just saying, that would have been perfect. I'm going to call them and I'm going to do this. Okay, good. And then we have to watch the scene where he does exactly that. You don't need to go into that much detail. We don't need that. I hate Toma. If it was anyone else, I probably wouldn't hate it. In the back of my mind, I'd be thinking it's really unnecessary to say you're going to do something. I'm going to call your parents and I'm going to say this and then, hi parents, I'm saying the same thing I just said I was going to say to you. That's a little much. But it's also Toma, so I hate it. Hello, it's good to talk to you. Yes, this is Toma. Yes, there's something I'd like to speak with you about. August 28th. I've become Toma's fiancé. Oh, thank God. Just recap for us. Good. That was fine. Please be the fucking end. What the shit? Why are we still going? Fuck! Why? Why? Why won't this end? I really fucking good. They do this every fucking time. Every transition. It's like, it's the end. Nope, it's one more scene. Nope, it's fucking stop it. I hate Tom and I don't want to do this. Because there's gonna be one after the credits. Wasn't there one after the credits? Was there one after the credits with Shin, or was it like this, like a week, several weeks later type of a thing? I can't remember now because I hate Toma so much I've blocked out all the decent things. Toma. Over here. Gosh, keep your voice down. It's embarrassing. Shut your face. You're embarrassing. Oh, sorry. Did you wait long? Is everything okay? I'm fine. I rushed here after work. How's everything at home? Good. I did some laundry and cleaning. Oh, nice. Thanks. Did you take out that trash? I was going to, but it was heavy. You know, great. We're going to get punished later because we didn't do the trash. Don't worry about that. I'll handle it. And I'll do the cleaning tomorrow. I don't trust you. Then I'll make dinner. What do you want to eat? Eat, huh? What is it? I was just pondering if I should respond with a joke or normally. I guess I can just be normal. I don't think that's possible. I want some kind of stew. One with Napa cabbage. Got it. I'll think of something. Oh, we can make some chicken meatballs, too. Ah, that sounds good. I'll look forward to it. Sheesh, here we are meeting up outside for a date, but our conversation is so homey. You're right. But this is also fun. I don't mind. I do. I mind this whole thing. I don't want to be here. So what do you want to go on first? A ride where I don't put a seatbelt on that might fling me off to my death. So I don't have to do this. Something not scary. I mean, I'm engaged to you, which is horrifying enough. So, yeah, I've got enough horror in my life. If you don't want something too scary, how about that roller coaster with the 3 loops? No! That's too scary. Only if I could take my seatbelt off mid-loop. I want that final destination death. Not to me, it's not. How about the Ferris wheel over there? Oh god, no, the Ferris wheel's more terrifying. I can handle roller coasters going upside down and whatever, but the Ferris wheel? No. You're just high up in a tiny little cart, staring at death, very slow. I just don't like heights. You've always loved those, and the merry-go-round, and the teacup ride. The teacup ride is the best! That's the motherfucking best ride ever! Spinny rides are the best. You like the easy rides, huh? Oh, bitch, you have never been in the teacups with me and my sister. I'm just saying, they ain't easy, motherfucker, if you know how to spin that shit. I guess so. If you just sit back and relax, they kind of swing around and it's kind of fun. But if you hold those wheels and lean enough, you can get those fuckers whipping. And it is so fun. I'm just imagining it and I just want to start laughing hysterically. You want to ride the roller coasters, Toma? Those are also good, so I hate that Toma likes roller coasters. Not really. I used to ride them a lot back in the day because my friends wanted to, but I don't find them particularly fun. Well, you seem boring. I'd rather enjoy my time riding the merry-go-round with you. Thank you, Toma. I mean, that's sweet, but if you want to go on any of them, I'll go with you, Toma. I'll do my best. Yeah, thanks. Here, give me your hand. Okay. Before I knew it, whenever Toma and I walked together, it was natural for us to hold hands like this. To kiss before we went to sleep, to kiss when we woke up. It became second nature to us. Slowly but surely, we both found a kind of natural happiness together. Yeah, I don't like this. For me, this is a horror. What's up? Something on your mind? Happiness. What? Are you thinking about happiness? Please be the end. Okay, that's a cute CG. I'm not gonna lie. I hate Toma, but, like, they at least gave us nice CGs, so. It doesn't matter how much I hate him, like, it's cute, so. You okay? Too snug in here? No, I'm good. I'm a little embarrassed. Can people see us from outside? That's true, like, most of the Ferris wheels you see in, like, Otome games or, like, anime or anything are always, like, kind of enclosed. When you go on Ferris wheels, any one I've been on, it's like, it's just a bucket with a strap! And it wobble, like, I'd feel safer in, like, a glass cage somehow. Who cares if people see? They got nothing to hide, right? Yeah, but... Toma, have you told any of your friends that you've been living with me? I've told a few of my close friends. How about you? I have no friends but you. Remember, you don't allow me to have any. I've told a few people like Sawa and Rika, but I haven't told many other people yet. I found it hard to say. Was it easy for you to tell your friends, Toma? It wasn't too hard for me to bring it up with them. They're all my age, and a lot of them are living with their girlfriends already. A few of them laugh or poke fun at me about it, but it's all harmless. I see. I want to tell my friends, but I told people I'm going out with you with marriage in mind. What would happen? They'd all have me committed because I'm clearly crazy. I'm afraid I'd let that slip. I wouldn't be able to stop talking about you if I let that slip, sorry. Is that the reason why you don't want to tell people? I know it's a little embarrassing, but I also know people will make fun of me. I mean, people already poke fun that we go to the same school. Girls seriously like to gossip about that kind of stuff, don't they? What girls? Like, even at 19, you're like, oh, I moved in with my boyfriend and we're going to get married. They'd be like, oh my god, you have a boyfriend. Nobody would fucking make fun of you for that. Maybe when you're 12 and boys had cooties or some shit, but like, you know what I mean? Oh my god, you go to the same school. Usually when you meet somebody in college, you happen to go to the same school. This is like the dumbest shit ever. So-and-so's going out with so-and-so, who was doing what with who where. Well, yeah, that, sure, we like to talk about that shit. The other day, I guess someone saw us shopping for dinner at the market. I heard someone else mention how lovey-dovey we are. That just, like, if they're gonna be like, oh my god, they're so lovey-dovey, it's because you're just jealous that you don't have anybody to be lovey-dovey with. I know, because I would do the same thing. Oh god, get a room. I wish I had someone to get a room with, you know. But really, no. But it's the truth, so who cares? Yeah. Well, I guess you don't want to seem like you're showing off to the other girls, right? No, I just don't want them to call the authorities because I'm married to a psychopath who's locked me in a cage and is, you know, pretty much on the abuse spectrum somewhere. Like, we're having moments like this where it's nice, and I'm like, but I remember the things that you did, so I'm like, I guess then it's not okay for me to kiss you right here, huh? What? People might see us from outside. You don't want people to see, right? Well, I don't want anyone to know that I like you because you're trash, and I'm ashamed of it. She should be. I'm not, because I don't like you, so. But we're alone here and pretty close to one another, and I haven't kissed you yet today. I thought we kissed every morning when we woke up. Liar. We're a liar. I thought this would be a good opportunity. Too bad. I know he's teasing us and he's being a dick. But we're at the highest point. So I can kiss you there? Sounds good. I can wait a little. Oh, hey, Toma. Look at the booth in front of us. There's a small kid turning around waving at us. You're right, it's a little girl. She sure is waving hard. I wonder how old she is. She's adorable. Oh god, we're not talking about having kids with him, are we? Please don't. What's the matter, Toma? Just seeing all the families here. I guess I get a little emotional. Oh god, our child's gonna be a psycho. Like murder rabbits and shit. Huh? I've known you since we were born, and here we are engaged. Pretty soon we'll be married. Oh, my trauma. And I think someday we'll have children of our own. Oh, God, you're making it worse! Yes, someday. This feeling is so strange. What is this feeling? I'm happy, but so happy it's not sinking in. It still feels like I'm dreaming. I wish I was. So I could wake up from this nightmare. I'm afraid that I'm going to wake up from this dream. It's weird. But from here on out, our futures will be connected to each other. Future. Our future. Well, we don't know what the future holds for us. There's one thing I know for sure. I love you, and I'll continue to love you from now and forevermore. Me too. I'll love you forever, Toma. Oh, makes me sad. No matter what happens, the fact that I love you will never change. You guys come here for this shit, right? There's like... I mean, I really do apologize to anyone who liked Toma that I've ruined this for you, but I can't help it. I just hate him so much. That, like, I'm trying very hard, and he says things, and I'm like, these would be nice things, but I hate Toma so much, and I just can't hold it together. I'm just thinking, like, I'm... Knowing my audience, there's probably more people who are like, no, you're going crazy and ranting over it. It's kind of funny, more than, like, annoying you. because you like Toma and I've ruined it for you, but I do apologize if you like Toma and I've ruined it for you. I'm sorry. I just can't help it. There's very few love interests that I hate so vehemently, but Toma and Finn are two of those characters and I just can't. I can't hold it together. Like, we should have been done with this, but I just can't. I can't. I have to take a break and vent every, 3 lines. No matter what happens, the fact that I love you will never change. Such a nightmare. I've been in love with you since I was born. I'll be in love with you until I die. Oh, that's a little weird. I've been in love with you since I was born. Girl, what? I know what she means, but I gotta make fun of everything I can. Wow. Those are, the most powerful words ever. I said that's so wrong, but whatever. So long as I have those words to live by, so long as I have you, I can become as strong as I need to be. Strong enough to protect our future together and kill anyone that dares try to get near you. Mama, why am I saying all this at a theme park? No, it makes me happy. Thank you, Toma. Look, we're almost at the top. Oh. We made a promise earlier, right? Close your eyes, Spacey. Are we gonna get another version of the CG when there's a kiss, or no? Oh, thank God! Thank fucking God, I have never been happier for anything to end in my life. Oh! Oh, sweet Jesus. Oh, I can skip the credits, right? Please tell me there's no after scene. There is one, isn't there? Wasn't there? Oh, thank God there's not! That was the okay. That's what should have been. So when, that little scene is kind of in my brain, I think, with Shin's route, feels because it's days later, or a week later, or whatever, it feels like an after scene. You know what I mean? So it feels like you should do the credits, and then there's that. So I think this was fuck, there's an app. No, okay. It's just weird the way they do it, you know what I mean? Because it's not like one day, it's not oh, we just go to the next day. It's several days later. Well, Shin's, I think, was several days later, too. But, it's should be something, and it feels like an after scene. Because they skip so much time, but they put it before the credits, so it just feels weird. But, oh, thank God! Oh, this was, the longest part ever! It really wasn't. It's only a half-hour part. But again, his route should not have taken 4.5 hours. But, I just couldn't... I can't sit through it. I'm sure... Yes, I get it, game. Oh, I didn't turn the volume back on. I turned it down because of the credits, but I keep forgetting when we play games, like this one, that we can skip the credits. Okay, so let's hide that. Hiding in the thing. Okay. I mean, this one wasn't bad. I like this version of it, where he's kind of just, because he looks soft, and he doesn't, again, if it wasn't Toma, and it was just, these were CGs from a totally different character, or you're seeing these CGs and I had never played the route, I wouldn't be okay, I hate this motherfucker. He wouldn't be my favorite. You know what I mean? Probably, again, because when I saw the Amnesia cover, he wasn't my favorite at all. He wasn't even on the radar. But there's nothing wrong visually with Toma. There's just wrong with Toma personality-wise. Okay? So, the CGs are still good, you know what I mean? Okay, it's the same thing. But, you know. And then this one is actually kind of cute because we both look like Muppets. But, in the best way. They both look kind of puppety. It's just the way the art style kind of is on some CGs, but, you know. But it's cute, because, we both look a little derpy. There's lots of versions. And now we're burning it. And now it's fine. And I mean, this one's cute. It's actually, the art on this one's beautiful, you know? I don't hate it. I hate Toma, but I don't hate the art. You know what I mean? So, we're just, again, in this one, you're just that sporty bro dude who's, really into sports. I mean, that implied with the sporty bro dude, you know what I mean? And, you're the himbo. I'm just gonna pretend you're, just a random himbo character. And then, then I don't hate you and I can enjoy the CGs. You know? And then your awkwardness and your shyness and, it's cute. But when you, deride yourself and you're oh, well, I'm a wimp and I'm this, and I'm I just feel like you're gaslighting me. So I'm yes, you are. God, I'm so awful. No, you're not. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you fucking are. I'm not falling for that shit. You know what I mean? Was this the one that was like a flashback one? No, this was a different one. This was one in this one. There were flashback CGs, and there was like a kiss flashback, but I don't think it was this one. But she looks really stunned. His eyes are way too close together. The way they're drawn, it's so weird. At least they made Shin look fine. Like, Shin hurt. Oh, this one is cute, though, all of us together. And, like, good Shin. He deserved to be punched in the face. He really did. God, Toma's the worst. And honestly, I can't be objective and say, like, Toma's route was better than Shin's. I do feel like Shin got the short end of the stick, though. Because I hate Toma so much that, like, there's no way I could have enjoyed it. I do like the way they did this CG. You know, I mean, she looks a little goofy, but whatever. But, like, he looks good with, like, it looks a little embarrassed. You got the hand on your chest, like, okay, gotta calm myself down. But, like, the way, like, then the pages and, like, the journal and the flowers and all that stuff are around it, like, I like it. And again, like, this one's cute, too. The CGs are good. I hate Toma. But at least they gave us decent CGs. Some of them were not the best, but like a majority of them were good. You know what I mean? Where you're like, okay, what is with the cuff of your sleeve? Like, why is it like ripped like you're fucking haunting some kind of Victorian mansion or some shit? And now that, when I just said that, and that look on his face is like, I should go haunt a Victorian mansion. I'll stab people that think I'm a ghost. Because he's shady and he would stab people. Okay, and like this. This doesn't look like Toma at all. This is beautiful. Like little baby Toma. And then like middle school kind of Toma. Like somebody punched him. He looks like... Well, okay, the one in the upper right there. Like child Toma. Not baby Toma. Child Toma absolutely looks like he about to stab someone. Like that is like the burgeoning sociopath over there. So just ignore that. But, like, this whole, like, wedding Toma thing, like, he looks good in it. And if you saw this, and you had never played this game, you'd be like, okay, he looks kind of sweet. They just bamboozle you. And I don't know. I really do wish that a second time playing the game, I could have gone through and been like, Toma's not my favorite, but it's okay. I don't have that just absolute loathing for him. But nah, it didn't change. It didn't change. Because I'm like, I can handle the cage thing. Like, to be fair, we've had other love interests. They drugged me and caged me. I mean, alright. Look at Sashin in freaking Steam Prison. I'm like, you could literally tie me up and physically assault me. I don't care. You're gonna beat me and lock me in a cage and torment me? I'm just, alright. Like, you absolute douchebag, I'm here for this. Like, I don't know what it was. Probably because the man's hot, but like, you know. But there was just something about, I think it's just the way they made Toma. Where like everybody else, I feel like when you get these characters that are just trash, they kind of know they're trash. You know what I mean? They just know. And then they have some human moments and you're okay. But like Toma just is a complete and utter, he's just a different breed. He just takes it up a notch where it's like psychotic. And then it's like, oh, I'm a bad person. Yeah. Yeah, you are. You are. You're absolute trash. And maybe it's the way she reacts around him, because I feel like in other games when there's a trash character, you're like, my God, what is wrong with this man? I can't help being attracted to him, but what's wrong with him? I feel like we're a little bit more intelligent. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out. If it were Kent that acted this way, would I have felt differently? Because I don't know. Because, like, okay, like if it was Iki, because, he was the first character I was like, this one. I like this one. And that's usually how I pick them. Their route could be the worst, but I'm like, I don't care. I love them. And if they're a trash character, I don't care. I love them anyway. So if he had done this, would I have felt differently. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't like, I fell in love with you just by looking at you, that I just hated Toma. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I cannot figure out my own psychology on why Toma just rubs me so fucking much the wrong way, where other characters who do the same thing and who are just kind of utter trash piles, I'm like, nah, I'll accept it. It's fine. It's cool. You suck, but whatever. You know, and there's other characters I think we've gone through and been like, God, you suck. I hate this guy. But then I just forget about him, which is fine. But like Toma and Finn, I just can't stop. I cannot forget how much I hate you. I can't. I wish I could. One of these days I will. It'll be fine. But you know. Anyway, whatever. Toma's route is finally motherfucking done. I don't know what we're gonna do next. I haven't decided. Are we going to do Iki or Kent or Ukio or Orion? We have 4 to do, and I would ask you and be like, what do you think we should do next? But by the time you see this, I'll probably finish the rest of the fucking game, to be fair. Because again, like I said, I'm recording way in advance. I think this might be pushing the end of May. Because again, the end of May and the beginning of June, there's really only like a week period I can record in like a 2 to 3 week period. You know, so I have to make sure like I'm getting through mid-June basically, so that like, you know, so I am just busting ass here. And I'm not even like, I could take it. Nope, we got to record at least something every day. Like, I normally do, but like, I could be like, I'm ahead enough. I could take a day off, but I'm like, I can't. I don't have time. I got to make sure that, you know, I don't screw us over because I don't want us to miss anything. You know what I mean? I don't want to leave. I know I could, like, a day. Oh, like if you didn't get something, not tomorrow, but the next day, because every other day, obviously. If I skipped like a day in between routes, I know you guys would be okay. You're understanding and you would understand that, but I feel responsible and I want to keep giving you the content that you're here for. So, and I do enjoy doing it. And obviously if was a dire situation, we would have to take a break and I know you'd understand. But if I can do anything to make sure that doesn't happen, I'm going to do what I can to make sure it doesn't happen. So, and that involved suffering 3 days in a row trying to record Toma's freaking route. It should have only been 2 days, but I suffered today for the 3rd day. But it's a nice CG. I'll give them that. So this is a nice CG. I'm happy it's over. I really do wish I could have objectively looked at the route and been like, I mean, we had good moments. He had moments where there's little lines and little segments where you're like, if it were anyone else but Toma, this would be a lot more touching than it is. And you're like, this is a nice moment, but it's Toma. So it ruins it. I also can't say if this, as a whole, take Toma out, the writing and the way the route went was better than Shin. Because I hate Toma so much, so it leaves a bad taste in your mouth. You know what I mean? So like, so I can't judge it fairly. I do think, as I'm trying to think about it, I feel like Toma did get, in a way, a better route than Shin, because there really wasn't any, aside from Toma being problematic, there really wasn't any huge drama problem. We spent time with him, we went shopping, we like there was no huge issue. And in Shin's route, half the story was like, oh, I don't know, I can't be around him, and I can't let him kiss me, and then we're engaged. And it's like, he got the short end of the stick, and I do feel like they wrote Toma's route better, even though I hate Toma. But you know what I mean? They did Shin dirty. Which is saying something, because I know I wasn't a huge fan of him in the first one, but new appreciation. I think he's better than I originally read, because your first Otome game is an experience where you just don't know. And I gotta be honest, I am happy that Amnesia was my first Otome game, because that just, because I feel like you need to experience the cage. Because if you play a game where there's no cage involved, And you're like, look, everyone's kind of good. It's kind of nice. And like, I didn't like this character and I'm not into this trope and whatever. And then like some of the other games I'm trying to think, like where you're like, okay, these characters, everything's pretty good. I enjoyed the routes. This was a good game. Like, even if they weren't my favorite characters, the routes were good, right? And then you hit something like this, and then you hit a character like Toma, you're like, the actual fuck? You know, you're blindsided. So I prefer to have been the first one. Because then I was like, this shit is going on! You know. And it hasn't changed. 7 years later. Anyway, we'll figure out what we're gonna do next time. Maybe we'll do Orion in the middle. Because, like, maybe I want to save my favorite boys for last, but then it's like, which one do I do? Like, I really want to do Kent, but I also want to kind of save him because I love Iki, I really do, and I love Ukyo, I really do, but Kent was our first Otome boyfriend, so, like, he has a special place in my heart. Like, I love that math nerd, and I think I might like him the best. He might be my favorite. Like, I think he just, like, squeaks out a little bit more on top. You know what I mean? So, like, right now I'm debating between Iki and Orion to be next. It's probably going to be one of those, I think. One of those. But anyway, I think I have to record another round in our other game, so it's probably going to be a week or so before I come back. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.